Thank you very much, Jack. Farmer look. Farmer look. Usually get that on Saturday evenings if I can catch him. Now, Bill does talk a lot about his ladies, doesn't he? Anybody who knows him talks about his ladies. Can you imagine that? Bill with a girlfriend? Isn't that about as useless as rubber lips on a woodpecker? I mean, really. But I've talked to them, and it's true. He honestly has girlfriends. I've talked to him. And they tell me how he's so dark and handsome. Yeah, right. When it's dark, he's handsome. Yeah, that's our Bill, definitely. Now, we do have a special guest appearance or non-appearance, depending on how you want to look at it. Buford T. Barebottom does have a few things he wants to say about Bill tonight, but he couldn't be here. So we have a tape-recorded message that I'd like to play for you from our southern cousin, Buford T. Barebottom. Let's see if I can find him here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so proud and happy to be here on this auspicious, really important occasion. And my name is Buford T. Barebottom, and I couldn't be there in person because, you know, at such important gatherings as this, people just kind of frown on having any bare bottoms around, you know. So I thought I'd just tape record my information. Now, we're happy to be here to honor Bill, and I thought, you know, just to get a little better understanding of Bill and what kind of man he is, I kind of looked through his background, his history, and, you know, it's a long and very interesting. Some things may even be considered criminal, but we won't talk about them. What we're going to talk about, I looked back into the writings of a man who apparently Bill was close with back in his early years. His first name was Chris. Now, let me see, what was his last name? Chris Columbus. And I saw in the writings of his buddy Chris Columbus that when Bill came over on that there boat with him, he just demanded a room with a view, and that would probably tell us why he looks a little weathered today, because, you know, after that long a trip in the crow's nest, that'd make any of us look like him, I guess. Well, anyway, then I'll also talk to his local physician, you know, just to get a little better take on maybe Bill's background, and I found it very interesting to know that at one point Bill took an IQ test, but the results were negative. I mean, wow. So that's probably why they tried the brain transplant, but the brain rejected him. Well, you know how that might be, but anyway. And the only fault that I could see with Bill, and I guess you could consider it a very bad habit, is he's still breathing. Well, after all these years, who'd know? Anyway, you know, he on occasion has had a big effect on our area economy. At one point, he went on a diet, and over 300 farmers in Snyder and Union County went out of business. That's just a shame. That doggone shame. I don't know. You know, I thought he was a public servant, but you can't be helping people and putting them out of work at the same time. He may be a vegetarian, which he sometimes proclaims to be, but he's definitely, as we all know, just plain full of baloney. Woo. And I do believe it's the spicy kind. Alrighty. And I will say, you know, Bill started from some small background. You know, he started out with nothing, and I think he's got most of that left today, and that says something for a man. And he did try at one point to become a pharmacist when he was a kid. You know, he wanted to be a pharmacist as he grew up, but he didn't know how to get the prescription bottles into the typewriter to type them little notes on the front, all the information. So that went, that fell by the wayside. During high school, he participated in sports, and I'm not quite sure what position he played, but the coach did say he was one of the team's best drawbacks. I'd never quite heard of a drawback, but that might be something from, back in the good old days. I don't know if that means he sat on the bench with pencil and paper and he drew the back ends of the people out on the field who were actually playing the game, or just what, you'd let that to your imagination there. Boy, in his early days, we did find out, again, this was medical records, this is part of history, that he wasn't breastfed. His mama, just wanted to be good friends. Well, I mean, can you blame her? Wow. And but getting to more things here in the present. I will say, Bill means well, but he's got some misguided thoughts here. He thinks that menopause was a button on a DVD player. I guess for when a man was running it, I don't know. And he also, being the music man that he is, I'm surprised he thought this, but he thinks that Meow Mix is a CD for cats. Some of that good old funky music for them kitty cats. Well, I don't know. I don't know about the man. He does think that a sanitary belt means drinking booze from a clean glass. Yeah, oh my, yeah. And I will say, in closing, that Bill, as nice a man as he is, he just puts the fun in dysfunctional. Yes, sir. Well, Bill, y'all have a great evening, and I'm glad so many people turned out to enjoy it with you. Sorry again, I couldn't be there, but thinking of bare bottom and not needing, people not wanting me at one of these functions. I will say that reminds me of the time when you looked out your house window and the cops arrested you for mooning somebody. I'm not saying much there, this is not a personal thing. It's a matter of record there, Bill. I don't know. Okay, well, y'all have fun, and this is Beaver T. Bare Bottom just signing off, and y'all have a great evening. Goodbye.
All right, thank you very much, Buford. I know you're not here, but you'll watch the video. Thank you. Excellent, excellent display.